with 7, and the other half was set 9. So, yeah, that's going to be kind of annoying. I'm going to put up a notification when I edit it about that information for that set if you're watching Shioka playthrough mostly. So yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting. I'm really looking forward to getting into the other Dragon Age games now. I'm kind of curious how the ripple effect is going to play out.
What are you looking at, stranger? I could be. What business is it of yours? I have no daughter. Could be you met a castless whore claiming she was once mine. What? You think she'd die just to keep that thing? She knows what she has to do to come home. I never wanted her gone. Just the little cur. Can't she see she'd have a better life if she got rid of it? I've been trying. It's not as easy as I thought. Look, just tell her... We never meant to hurt her. It just seemed best that... Oh, just tell her to come home. Her mother and I are waiting for her.
Fucking jackass. Alrighty then. Let's go do that real quickly. Alright, come on. There we go. Let's see here. Yep. So I'm reading something, trying to decide if I want to do it this way or not. I think I'm going to. Okay. It kind of gives a little bit against the character I built for Sobi, but we're going to go with it. Alright, where is that lady? There she is.
You're back. I thought you weren't coming. What did he say? Both of us? I don't believe he said that. I've never heard him refer to my son as anything but trash. He calls him it. But maybe Mother convinced him. Or you did. Oh, my friend. I cannot thank you enough. If this were a story, my son would grow to manhood and pledge himself as a knight in your service. When he grows up, I will send him to you. I promise.
Well, that's interesting. Okay, let's continue onwards. Run. Okay, now that we have all that said and done out of the way, we will be going to the Diamond Quarter. Yay! See what's going on over there. Let's get rid of that. Don't need that anymore. Whoop. What is this about? I forgot. I know what it's about, but what does it give me? Nah, won't do it. Okay. There's a quest we can do at this point in time, but I'm not going to do it just because, well, it just doesn't seem right, in my opinion. Well, I just don't want to do it, let's put it that way. Excuse me. Right, let's go through here. Also, one little side note, you can talk to the dwarf standing right at the entrance to here, and do a little side quest involving collecting nugs. Again, not going to do it because there's no real reason to. At least for him, anyway. Suzuka and Shioko probably will. Well, Shioko did do it. Shioko is pretty much my detailed, here's everything playthrough, or everything I can remember. What's going on over here? Hmm. Who are you?
You have come at a difficult time.
Alright.
Legion of the Dead sighted battling Darkspawn near Orthodox. No orders
Okay. First...
News of the hour. Lord Haramont's insinuations against Lord Valen reveal the truth. Would Haramont be the true cause of King Edward's death?
Anyway, I'm going to be going into the place in a second so we can decide who's going to be king. No, I need to head back to do that. First, we're going to go to the Shape Right. There are a few quests over here we want to grab. There we are. You.
Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in a Shapered. What have we been reduced to? I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Well, I think I might miss something. I'll grab that off screen when I reload.
Your desire?
Didn't mean to talk to you. Sorry.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research. I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads. A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Haramont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories. The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you. That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city. I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition? What sort of charities do you mean? I am not certain this is in Orzammar's best interests. Our castes have served us well, but it's possible this service could benefit our people. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more? I will record this conversation in the memories. I hope I do not come to regret it.
Nah, you'll be fine. Anything about this? Nope. Okay. I think that's pretty much everything we need to do here. Oh yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. Back over here, in that chest, is where I got the gloves to this armor set. So yeah. That's pretty much the only reason why I came to Orzammar before recording. Just so I can get the complete set for this armor. This set's going to be kind of boring by the looks of it. Not a lot of things going on outside of politics. Although we did get a pretty nice fight in the Dust Town. Damn. I get the feeling a lot of the dwarves are overcompensating with the giant buildings.
Lord Balin is the voice of change and...
Shut up! Alright, what's this? Ooh, wall carving. Gimme.
Shall be done.
House Aeducan's Shield of Orzammar. For those that don't know, because you haven't played a dwarf playthrough, the fuck's wrong with you? Dwarves are pretty wicked in this game. House Aeducan is the house that the noble dwarven origin comes from. My dwarf playthrough for Suzuka is actually from the Aeducan family. It was a pretty interesting opening for her, for that storyline. I wasn't expecting that. So when I read online, there was a poll taken kind of deal for who made what races in the creation of Origins and whatnot. I think it was Origins, maybe it was Inquisition, one of those two. Basically, it was to see what do people usually make as their character in when they make a new character. Only 5% of people actually made dwarves, and that's kind of depressing to me. I know dwarves aren't all that pretty by our standards, but still, come on.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper. Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
Is it this? No. I'm probably not going to go there. There's tapsters. Nope. It probably is that building over there. I just need to, what's what I'm looking for? Leave and enter to refresh the map. Hi.
I have a question for you, Chef. How does it feel to be a giant statue?
What a bizarre question. How else would it feel?
Well, let's see. Does it hurt? Do you feel like you've been buried under a pile of rock? Or do you feel nothing at all?
I have nothing to compare it to. How does it feel to be considered an inferior race when compared to others who are just as soft and weak as you?
Fine.
How very fragile it must be. One touch of its kind crumples, spilling liquid everywhere. No wonder they clad themselves in metal.
It takes more than just a touch, I'm sure.
I feel very solid and immortal. No putrid liquids to squirt out of me. Oh, no.
Now that you mention it, I suddenly rather feel like a delicate mushroom.
Sorry, I had to hear that conversation. It looked like it was going somewhere interesting. Okay, in we go. The Proving. I think I'm in the wrong area. Fuck. Am I in the wrong area? I could have sworn this is where I need to go. Oops, sorry. Yeah, wrong area. Okay then. Come on. You can do it. You can load. There we go. Fucking hell. And I'm kind of curious how to get up there and get to the ones down. Oh, not down over there.
To kill your target, do you not? Is your reputation not on the line?
Are you still on about this woman?
Hmm?
I am led to believe that the crows would never commit such a transgression. They will come after you and enforce.
It has come to my attention that the crows are not always successful when pit against the Grey Wardens and their companions.
Perhaps they will send someone competent next time.
You won't be.
I have considered doing far more than that. Trust me.
Oh, Morrigan. God love her. Alright, continue to the next area. Is it over here? Excuse me. Sorry, something stuck in the back of my throat all of a sudden. Got me a little off guard. Are you good? Come on. There we go. God, lag.
Legion of the Dead.
Damn. This our place or is this somewhere else? This is Harmon's estate. No. That's Iduken, I believe.
Lord Haramon,
No, this is Iduken. No, this is the Royal Palace. You know, that is House Iduken because that's the previous king was of the Iduken clan. Ah, the assembly. That's where I need to be. Hi.
Warden, it is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Bartak Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring? Ah, ancient documents indeed. These were signed in the reign of Eithnar Bimo, Paragon and King. That was 16 generations ago. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now. You must understand, Haramont hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust. It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper. That hurts worst of all. That Haramont would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son. After that, you understand why Balin cannot trust the word of a stranger, however reputable that stranger might be. Would you be willing to prove that? Haramont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Haramont's deception, I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude. Haramont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmi. Haramont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Haramont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes. Don't expect this offer to last. If my prince hears you swore allegiance to his enemy, he won't be so friendly next time. I will be here if you change your mind.
Okay, so I'll explain a little bit more about this as soon as we get done with this cutscene.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the assembly, I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bannerlord, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace. Enough. The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions. Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only Dashers and occasional guests of state are allowed in. Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne. I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Okay, so we can choose who to side with here, and actually we'll choose who's the king, but pretty much. We can choose Balin, who is a radical, progressive candidate. He believes the ends justify the means, wants to encourage trade, and will allow the castless dwarves to fight. However, Harrowmont is more of a traditionalist. He believes in honorable conduct, is a strong proponent of tradition, and leans towards isolationism. So pretty much you can choose Balin, who will open up everything to the surface and pretty much give more equal rights to the castless. But he is a bit of a dick, because, you know, ends justify the means, all that fun shit. Harrowmont is more honorable, very strong in tradition, but also will probably close up Orzammar a bit more to the surface. So it all comes down to who do you want to support?
Well, have you found Lady Dace and Lord Helmy? I'm asking you to deliver a message, not enter marriage negotiations. Now, are you going to help or not? Don't bother me again without...
Bit of a dick. Now, normally, Sobi would probably go for Harrowmont, because he's a bit of a traditionalist himself. But we're going to go with Balin because of reasons. So, we need to find... Ooh. Hi.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help. That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harrowmont cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties. I see. Well, it hardly increases my confidence to hear that you went to him first. I assume you refused? Consider me warned. Now stop wasting my time.
I'm not wasting your time, dude. Jeez. Kind of a dick, you know that? Now, you can kind of play the fence on both characters. You can even do a glitch to where you have a Paragon of her kind in your roster. The problem is, if you choose to basically do both, give credit to both while doing this, you'll cause a stalemate, and that will prevent the plot from progressing any further. You'd either have to choose to portray one of the original candidates or speak to the other candidate directly. So, don't do it. Let's just do this.
What do you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about. fascinating the surface has an entire order dedicated to fighting darkspawn. Down here, that's just what fighting means. But I'm sure it's more difficult on the surface. It must be much harder to find them. I am. And what business would you have with me? An interesting accusation. But to cheat me, wouldn't Harrowmont and I need to be in business? That's ridiculous. Harrowmont would never make so obvious a mistake. What evidence do you have? Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it. He is leading a deep roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient thaig. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt. He was searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map, in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually, no one is allowed past the front lines. Does that mean you'll go? So Balin's victory means enough for you to risk your life. How interesting.
You bitch!
Legion of the Dead sighted battling dark.
I'll be heading down there in a little bit as soon as I get done talking to that guy. Oh, hello.
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Bronca didn't go alone, Auckland. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over the tapsters and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teach? Ha!
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you strip to your caste and exile. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Can I talk to you? Nope, not yet. This is Ogren. We'll learn more about him later on. As in probably like, a few minutes from now. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, oh well. Come on. So Lady Dace, we are talked to, Lady Helmy, whatever, is inside the Tapsters pub. So we're gonna go talk to her. And then we'll probably have to head down to the deep roads. Tapsters, here it is. Fun little side note, if you show the papers to the shape right, you get extra dialogue, and it may actually affect who you decide to support. So it comes down to your preference there. Who are you?
Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden? But there are those like you who see this with concern, no? Well, I've taken the time to actually talk to the other castes. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent Deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary. Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected Deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants, the casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent, and that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill. Oh, well, I'd ask for proof, or why you care, but frankly, I'm so tired of it I'm not even surprised anymore. I don't even want the land, but my house would kill me if I turned it down. Responsibilities, you know. Now I'll have to go through the whole process of rejecting the deal. And we'll both have to try something else. And I thought it was going to be a nice day. I actually thought he was the better candidate. You must think I'm pretty soddy naive, huh? They're all the same, well-dressed, blood-sucking cave ticks. I'll have to inform Mother that Lord Harrowmont hasn't bought our vote after all.
Lovely. Now let's talk to Ogren, who's right here.
What do you want? Hey, I heard about you. Grey Warden, coming from the surface. Great crisis in the world. Someone saw you talking to Vartag Gavorn, and now it's all over that you've been doing dirty errands for Balin. I figured you'd be the one, you know, who could help me find Branka. But I guess you're just like all the rest. Power-hungry Deep Lords. The only real concern they have is whose ass gets the throne. You don't have to play dumb, Warden. Their lackeys only come to me when they want something. Well, if you want the secrets of a paragon, do the work and find her. City's only living paragon, and she's been lost in the deep roads for 2 years. 2 years, and no one's raised a bleeding army to go look for her. Why do you care, huh? You looking to uncover all her secrets? Is that what Balin wants? I know he's been poking around, trying to find things out about her, what she was looking for. Won't tell me spit, though. He wants it for himself, right? A little blessing from the Ancients' technology, and he's assured the throne. Is that it? Too little, too late. But it's a nice gesture, Warden. If you think your boot kissing will get you an in I don't have, you're welcome to try this. I know both Harrowmont and Balin have been asking about her. 2 years without a peep, and suddenly now they want to start looking. If you find out what they know, it might just put me a step closer to finding her. Or sit here and have a drink. It's all the bleeding same to me. Barkeep?
We'll get more information about him later on. Right now, he's freaking plastered, so, yeah. Not going to end well for that. Okay, so we got all that said and done. Let's see here. Okay. She said he was going to be near Idukan Tig. Like, I just saw someone walk in here. This place must be closed. Uh-oh.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Get out of here. This is private business. Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carter's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns.
or I can't say what might happen. Whoa, whoa. All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude. I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's, the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin. I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you.
Well, let's see what you got, buddy. Ooh. Rockwell Emerald. Not much there. Okay, interesting stuff. Let's get the hell out of here. Okay, so we got all that said and done. When you go down to the Tig and Iduken. Do I really need to? Let's see here. Let's see here. Just kind of ask. Agree. Yeah, I have to go down to the deep roads to get that done. Okay, I'm going to hop off for a little bit. I'll start the recording again once we get to Iduken Tig. But until then, I'll be right back, guys.